Inflation is everywhere. Fresh fruits and vegetables are not.
This is definitely a food desert. There's a Piggly Wiggly down the street that's the closest, but we don't even have sidewalks on most of our streets to get to the Piggly Wiggly. This is a low-income community, so most people around here don't have cars. They don't own cars, so they're walking or taking the bus to get somewhere.
For years, we've talked about these areas being food deserts. And we've looked to assign blame to whose fault it is that they are food deserts today. The question that we are now asking is, why are they still food deserts? When there are things that we can do to remediate the shortage of food by connecting our communities with entities like 4-H and other nonprofits like CityServe.
The True Leaders in Equity Challenge in Washington, D.C. ask 4-H youth to identify issues and explore solutions for these concerns within their communities. Individuals or teams of 2 to 3 youth present topics of interest with local partners and develop projects that outline possible solutions to these problems.
So when the kids and I went to DC to present on what we could do to help our community, the teens wanted to reduce food deserts in their neighborhoods. The first delegation was so successful with this project that they received scholarships and grants to buy garden supplies and buy whatever they needed to make sure that the garden would thrive.
I live also in an unreached area, and I know our garden we share with our neighbors, and it is beneficial for us in our community for them to have healthy living, and also like just in the world we live in is very processed foods, and for us to be able to teach them how to do that and be able to grow their own foods and to live a healthier lifestyle is most definitely very important to us.
4 years ago I said, you know what, I'm going to take this property out here and just do a garden. But in doing the garden, the idea evolved to let children plant everything in the garden. I feel so fortunate to have Izette come and bring this in alignment with 4-H Club. It really kind of quickly accelerated a lot of things. So I'm forever thankful to her for that.
Mustafa and I have been knowing each other for years, and what he's done for this community has been outstanding. It was bricks and mortar out here where we're sitting to what you see now. So it was a perfect partnership between 4-H and Sacred Space Garden.
This project means a lot to this community because there are a lot of kids in this area that don't know a lot about gardening. A lot of the families in this neighborhood we see every day, their parents do not have time to come home and then cook for their kids. If they have a garden or even just a couple vegetables in their backyard or near them and they know how to prepare the food themselves, it helps with time management basically. And their parents won't have to do all the work. Then they can pass it down from generation to generation too.
So with regards to the impact of this garden on the community, over 3 or 4 years, it's in the very large thousands, maybe 10, 15, 20,000 people, because we're right here on the main drag on the corner.
When you're walking down the street and you're basically passing a grocery store. So the impact that this garden is making in this community, I don't even think the community realizes yet. But in the heat of the summer, it's literally a grocery store out here. So you don't have to go to Piggly Wiggly. You can come down the street and pick watermelons, literally, and they're free.
Most of the communities that I touch are at-risk neighborhoods. Getting fresh fruits and vegetables is not only good because it's free, it helps reduce health disparities in our area.
So what I'm growing in the garden is okra, corn, Swiss chard, squash, cucumbers, all kinds of peppers, eggplant, a little bit of watermelon, and plenty of herbs.
The team's goal now is to create a second phase. They want to grow the project, and we've already located a place for the second phase. And we didn't go out to see the area because of what's here, what the neighbors drive by and see, what people that work in the neighborhood drive by and see. That's how we got the place.
I feel like it's honestly like an honor and kind of like fulfilling a legacy type. I'm very happy to be a part of it and be able to to keep it still going. And I hope after I do this that more people would like to do it as well.
We've got a partner like 4-H that says we'll turn more property, more land into gardens that produce food for the community. For that reason, I've got a ½ acre of land right in the middle of a food desert that we're going to make available through a partnership with City Serve Alabama and 4-H. The more that the community owns these spaces, then the more we began to eliminate the food deserts from the inside out.
This is to try to get more students that's in school, garden at home, hopefully tag their parents along, because sometimes you go to the grocery store and foods and produce can be high, but they started the garden and you could come out here and get whatever you want for free. So it's basically like just helping out the community and bring more people in, help them eat less fast food options, more at home cooking, fresh produce.
Well, having 4-H members and the youth in this community involved, I think, is actually the biggest impact that this garden makes. Kids like playing in dirt, and when they come out here and play in dirt, they're being productive. They get to come out later, 2 months later, and see what they put in the dirt. So while teaching them to grow, it's teaching them responsibility. They're learning a new skill. I think it's very impactful with the youth in this community and the 4-H team.
The second phase will mirror this phase. We will grow from the grassroots level. We will use the scholarships and grants, hopefully, that we get to grow even more food.
I would love to see future food deserts look like this. I definitely think this is a model for what future food deserts can turn into.
Birmingham has 99 communities, and the area that we're in now, which is the West End community, is one of the largest, most populated communities in Jefferson County. I want to touch more than West End. I want to touch Southside. I want to touch Bush Hills. I want to touch Ensley with this project.
They love it. Some tell me they ride by just to see it. They just ride to see the flowers. It's been quite successful.